Hello everyone, welcome to the video. And if you haven't been following along, this is part 3 of a series where I am upgrading my studio setup here, or my video editing setup, my gaming setup, whatever you want to call this. This stuff is really getting some big upgrades. But for starters, right now, as you can see, I have a really wide view of monitors, and this is not my intention. This is just like too much. I got 6 feet of monitors going on here, and actually I want it stacked. And so today we're going to be unboxing this, a extended monitor arm. So if you've been watching my videos, a few years ago I actually did a video on the monitor arm that's actually on this monitor right now. You can see there, it's on an adjustable monitor arm to move it up, down, and all that stuff. And it's been great. However, now that I have this big 49-inch monitor and a 27-inch monitor, I'd like to have the 27 above it, and so I need a longer monitor arm. While I still have a good arm right here, I just need something a little longer. So I found this one right here, and let's go ahead and start the unboxing, and then we're gonna put this all together to have it stacked like this. Come along for the ride. First thing we see here is our articulating monitor arm manual. So this will tell us how to put it together, how it all works, and it's not even a book. It's just a big piece of paper, not 11 by 17, to talk us through step by step on how to set it up. And then we have right here, this looks like the head mount, or whatever you want to call that. This mounts onto your monitor arm. This monitor arm is rated for 27 to 54-inch monitors. It is a hefty boy, all solid metal. And so we have a plate here, and then we have our hinge here. We got some thumb screws here to attach it all. And then it just lifts up and out. We got our hooks here, so we're gonna mount this guy up here, and then you'll have this mounted to your monitor, and then it'll come in just like that. Grab those 2 hooks just like that, and then thumb screws at the bottom. That's going to be a super easy assembly. And then while it's loose and easy to see everything, we can adjust our head, the tension here to adjust the head up and down. Right here we got an Allen with a plus and minus there. All right, next thing we see in the box is our base. So this is the part that clamps onto the desk itself. Again, with an Allen type screw in the bottom there. All right, let's go ahead and start unboxing the boxes inside the box. This looks like it's got a bunch of hardware in it. So we got a bag with, this looks like a cable keeper. So this will clamp onto our post. And we have a cable keeper here, and then a couple of keepers for our Allen screws. Next we have our plate and a post and a couple of Allen wrenches. So these posts here are, or this plate and this threaded rod screw, I guess it technically would be, is to go through a desk if you do that, where this base here is designed to go around the back of the desk and clamp on. And then we got a bracket and a bunch of nuts and screws. Got some more cable management. We've got a series of screws and washers here. All have been labeled MA, MB, MC, MD, ME. And then we got some more brackets here to extend out. These I think are going to be arms if we need it for a larger monitor or a TV screen that has different mounting positions. This will make it adjustable to fit to those. This is the post hole, and then this is where our head mounts. So this guy right here will go on like that. That's where our monitor will be mounted. And this is our extended monitor arm. Should be, well, that is not that much longer. Is that really it? After unboxing this guy, this post, even with the base attached, and it just screws in here with the regular old threads. And then on the back we have some screws to secure it here. This guy is not as tall as I was hoping. I was hoping that it would be as tall, if not taller, than this monitor is right now. Because I don't think this is going to be, well, it might be able to get high enough. I'm hoping to take my existing monitor arm mount here and put it on the top here, and then take this monitor arm mount here and put it down here and to mount my widescreen monitor, but I'm not sure. We're gonna have to find out. Let's go ahead and start just putting it together. We'll try it out. I'm not gonna say no yet. Let's find out if it will work. So first thing you gotta do before you assemble anything is loosen the nut or screw that holds our foot plate here. Got our big Allen here. And so I think width-wise, this is about where I want my monitor to end up, is like that. Definitely lower down, but something like that. If we bring our bracket here, right directly behind it, where it is, where I have my monitor sitting right now, we can screw this guy in. All right, now that we got this guy where we want it, we're gonna go ahead and tighten it down. The nice thing is, my old monitor arm mount, it had a certain thickness that this tabletop had to be. This one does not have a minimum thickness. So you can have it on thin as of desk as you want. Just make sure it's thick enough that it can handle the weight that we're about to put on it. Now, we grab our post and screw it in. And then in our bag that had the Allen in there, we also have another Allen driver. On the back end is a flathead screwdriver. And that will work on these little screws here to lock that into place. Then we'll take the smaller of our cable keeper mounts with the little loops up top. We're gonna slide it in here, and it just goes right there to later store our Allens for when we need it if we ever move the device, but also it's got the slot for cable keeping. And now we're ready for our post mount and our last piece of cable keeper. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and put this one on first. You can choose either or. You got this guy here, and then you got this little Allen here that we're gonna use that same large Allen to tighten it down to get it wherever we need it. I'm gonna go as low as I can, and then I'm gonna go ahead and slide this guy on top. That way we can guide all of our cables down and out of the way. And then after removing the faceplate off of this piece that I showed you earlier, so now you have these two open slots, we're gonna just go ahead and place this right in here, just like that. And then you can use this screw here to tighten it down, but I'm gonna leave it loose while we're setting this all up. And now we're ready to mount up the monitor itself. So let's go ahead and dismount the monitor from this stand, attach the mounting plate here, and then we'll move right along. So you got a couple ways you can do this. You can just place the monitor arm right there, the mount for the monitor right there, and then mount this up and then just mount your monitor on. Or you can take your monitor off, put this on your monitor, and then transfer it. It's up to you. You can do it however you'd like. I think I'm gonna go for option number one. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that this is mounted up to our monitor mount here so I can just slide the monitor directly on. So one thing I'm learning as I'm going is putting in these thumb screws, get one started and then get the other one started. Otherwise, it'll be a little difficult to get these lined up just right. All right, we're ready to transition to the new monitor's location. And we're on. Oh man, this monitor is too heavy, so we're gonna have to tighten the Allen screw on this before we can get it mounted, dang it. So that needs to be tighter right here. I gotta say, oh, I was thinking these bumpers here were support. They're not. They are stoppers for angling up and down of the screen itself. So looking at these two mounts, they look to be fairly similar, and I really hope that they are. So let's go ahead and start by loosening this guy lifting it up, off, and then onto this guy here if we can in one piece. Fingers crossed. Okay, up and back on here. I'm going to keep it as high as possible. Where did I put my Allen? Locked in. And swing it around. And the next thing I did is to maximize the amount of space on my desk. I want this screen to be as far back as possible. So I actually took this mount and turned it almost sideways until this section here started to hit my post. And now I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down where it is. And then before I tighten this one, I'm going to go on the front side and make sure that it's where I want it to be. And we'll go from there. Now that we got all this set up how I kind of want it, we're going to go ahead and start working on all of our cable management around the back. All right, now that we've reoriented everything, we have our screens. Doesn't feel centered. Like, pretty sure it is, but I guess I can move it back and forth. We're going to open up our display settings on the computer, and all you got to do is grab the monitor and stack them top to bottom, and then say apply. And now I can move my mouse from top to bottom. No problem. Alright, while it's pushing the limits, it's still a little shorter than I wanted overall. This layout is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. We got our 27-inch monitor on top, we got a 49-inch monitor on the bottom. My old monitor, a 32-inch monitor, I thought about putting it up here, but thinking about it, like that would actually put it like here. Just like, it would just be so big. Like, I think 27 inches with a 49-inch monitor is about as big as you would want to go if you're going to be stacking them like this. If anything, if I was really going to go crazy, if there was some reason, I can't think of a reason, why I would want to have two monitors and even bigger than what I got there, I'd probably go for another 49-inch monitor like this one. And if possible, go for the same brand. That way the color, the science is the same, and they're stacked and balanced and everything, and they can just literally be stacked here, and I'd probably lean it out here. However, I think I mentioned it, I'm still not happy with the height. As for the mounting brackets, I didn't drill a hole in a table where my desk doesn't have a hole in it, so we didn't end up using these two pieces here. And then I didn't use a TV, and so all of the mounting brackets and hardware, I didn't end up needing that either. So this is the setup. I'm gonna probably tweak it over time, but that is the install process for our articulating monitor arm. It's solid, don't get me wrong. I like to have a little bit more space from my desk to the bottom of the monitor. I like to slide my phone underneath it sometimes. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. I also have my charging cables and stuff for phones and stuff like that, so if I have something that needs a USB-C power, I keep that just behind the monitor here, and so that having it so low makes it a little bit more difficult to get it up here, because I do have to feed it up through a small guide back there. But overall, it gets the job done. The vertical arm on this monitor mount itself is 18 inches tall, which is fine if you're just running one monitor, but if you want to have two monitors, I would imagine you'll probably want something more than 18 inches. But that's just me. That's something you can decide for yourself. This guy is about 3.5 inches from the bottom of our monitor to the top of our desk, and then we still have enough room to add a 27-inch monitor on top using my old ER Gear monitor mount arm. So I am kind of parting and piecing things over. I'm crossing over some brands. So not a perfect example, but if you do want to have your monitor up high and it's just the one monitor, this can handle between 27 and up to 54-inch monitors. Or if you want to actually just go, it says 57-inch monitors. But if you go with weight rating, a flat screen, it's rated for 59 pounds, or a curved monitor, it's rated for 48 pounds. So you're ready for some pretty hefty stuff. This guy seems to be holding it great. The wobble here is from my standing desk. But there you go. The articulating monitor arm. If you want to get this guy for yourself, I'll have links to it down in the description of this video. If you want to get this monitor arm for yourself, you can use the Amazon affiliate link I have down in the description. As an Amazon affiliate, using those links down there do help to support this channel with no additional cost to you. So go ahead and click those links, do your Amazon shopping from there, and I will be very grateful. If you have any questions about the whole install process, setup process, any specific details you might have questions about, leave those questions down in the comments below. I will try to get back to every single one of those. If you want to see the rest of this process, make sure you subscribe or just jump back into past videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.